stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello, just doing a little bit of sharing here. We got a new group that we're adding today, which I'm excited about. For them, we fight fentanyl poisoning. We'll welcome them. I've just added them, so they probably will not see this part, but probably no one will. So, but cool stuff, man. And looking forward to doing some things with them. Looks like we're going to be putting together some podcasts about fentanyl awareness, about overdose awareness in general. And this is almost what this is about, speaking the language of the heart. I do have an actual topic, but I'll be touching on several things. So hopefully nobody has anything better to do than be on Facebook waiting for me to be live. Now I'll tell a couple people and they can show up. Let's try. See what happens. All right. As soon as I do this, they'll probably show up. As soon as I do it. But I'm doing this because this is an important one. I think. It's important to me because it's just important, man. All right, I'm gonna go shut my door too. Doing a lot of cleaning around here. Oh, thank you. Clean around here, so I can close it so we can get a little bit less sound, man. I'm cleaning all day. I'm just cleaning genie. All right. I'm a Virgo, so everything has to. I've been running around the house minimizing all day. I really like minimization. It just feels good. So, but we're at the 3-minute mark, so let's go ahead and get started. I don't want any rewatchers to have to hang out for 10 minutes before I actually get going. So, no, not a problem. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. So, all right, let's kind of get to it then. Let's do this. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm an alcoholic, as you well know. I'm going to be your host today. If you're here, please say hello. Right? Not required to. In fact, I have the quietest following ever. I really do. And there's nothing wrong with that because your anonymity is yours. And just like you should respect other people's anonymity, then they need to respect yours also, right? Besides, it wouldn't be a very safe space where I'm like, you have to announce yourself. Yeah, when you start making rules around things, nobody really, yeah, you know what I mean. All right. Let's see what we got. I'm reading out of As Bill Sees It. This will be the only one I'm reading out today. Page 195, if you have it. What we're going to be talking about a lot is communication. And because, okay, and you guys may have missed the announcement, I've added on a new group. And it has to do with fentanyl overdose. Of course, now I forgot the name of it. Let me give you the name. For Them We Fight, fentanyl poisoning. And it might seem weird that I'm kind of moving into that area, but what they've decided to do is put some recovery into what they're doing. And so they're looking for help. I'm going to go to their group and I'm going to speak here on the 22nd. and tell my story. I put a post up in my in the group. And if you want to be on a billboard, if you want to recover out loud, go to the group, put your picture and your sobriety date in there, and you'll end up on a banner that's going to end up on a billboard. So if you'd like to recover out loud, please feel free to do that. We've got some cool things going on. I'm pulling out my phone because I had posted something so I could remember. And somebody else had put this out, but it really went with what I was thinking of. It's a lot of parents shaking their heads, wiping tears, making prison visits, and picking out caskets because nobody can tell some of y'all kids what to do or tell you what you're doing without going into beast mode. We got to have hard conversations with our children. Okay? Yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe I'll go back and I'll do an edit and maybe I wasn't. I tend not to. I don't like writing rants. That's not true. I love doing it, but I know people just don't want to read. So I shortened it. So anyway, sometimes you need to stop defending and start disciplining. These kids don't stand a chance without some of you as parents. Everything is not on attack on them. Okay? These are hard conversations. My mother had this hard conversation with me. She did. I'm going to tell you something. It pissed me off. I did not like her. I was very upset with her for years. But she saved my life. She saved my life with the prevention. See, I know I'm an alcoholic. I've always known I was an alcoholic. And anymore, it's not hard to figure out who's an alcoholic. I can usually tell just by hanging out with a person for a few minutes. Because there's a certain personality type that goes with it. Right? And we must have these hard conversations. And hi, Patricia. And if I'm missing anybody, because it's all Facebook user, and then there was a hi Dion, and my thing up there says there's only one person here. So if I haven't said your name, I apologize. But thank you for being here. And good. Yeah, and you should. Now, can we really scare them into it? Yeah. That's why I didn't do hard drugs. I had a fear that it would kill me. And isn't that a healthy fear? It is. Let's get through the reading and let's talk about this. Yeah, no pills that aren't prescribed to them. And I'm going to tell some people in AA something too. Okay. You people in recovery. I already know, I've seen it happen hundreds of times. You take a pill from somebody else. Okay. We know we do it. I don't want to hear about it. Okay. I don't give a fuck. That's why. Make sure it's prescribed. I've seen many people in recovery die of fentanyl poisoning. Yeah. It only takes one. Okay. That's why it is so dangerous. Anyway, and that's just fentanyl, right? We have it. We used to have a lot of prevention, and prevention means education. That's all it means. I have been aware of a lot of this stuff since I was a teenager. Okay, so but a lot of my other friends and stuff didn't go through what I went through, so they didn't understand the dangers like I did. And all right, so why at this particular point in history has God chosen to communicate his healing grace to so many of us? And this was written, that doesn't say, but we know it was written a while ago, don't we? Has it changed? Because I look here and I see a lot of grace. I see a lot of healing grace between me and my friends that are here. I see a lot of it. every aspect of this global unfoldment can be related to a single crucial word. The word is communication. Yeah. There has been a life-saving communication among us with the world around us and with God. Okay. Now I'm going to get into some things, and you may not like me. You may not like me. Or you may get a little upset with me. Emailing, texting, right, is not a form of communication. It is a convenience. It's convenient, is it not? Sure it is. I'm not saying you can't communicate through that, okay? But would you sit down with a sponsee and only do texting? I would not be willing to do that because I can't see this person. What are they hiding behind on that? Okay. I'm not saying you're hiding behind your texting. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. But the only real form of communication is when this thing moves. It's the only real form of communication. Okay. And I know people are going to argue with me on it. You'll figure it out. Okay. You'll figure it out. Do you think if I sat down and wrote this whole thing out, do you think that you would get the same thing from this? No. The component of going live is what attracted you. Because you hear another person talking and you're listening. That is communication. Okay? It's the only way that I have found. There's too many nuances in the human face, in the human body. And I can hide behind what's truly going on. Okay? Are there times I would rather text because I don't want it? You bet. But we can't do that. We've got to have face-to-face conversations. Okay? And they've got to be tough. That's the language of the heart. My kids got in trouble because they wished me happy birthday on Facebook. They don't do that anymore. They don't even call me anymore either, but I still won't accept it. They're my children. You're required to pick up the phone and call me. Happy birthday, Dad. Thanks. Sorry, but it ain't the same coming through here. It just is not. Okay? You can't hear me say, I love you. See the tone? See how it sounds? You can't get that from a text message. That's why I'm saying stay away from this chat GPT or whatever the fuck it is. Stay away from it. Do you not want to have your own words? Now we're letting something else write things for us. You're going to get fat and lazy. Welcome to gluttony. From the beginning, communication in AA has been no ordinary transmission of helpful ideas and attitudes. Okay. Now, can the message still be sent by email? Sure it can, because we have the big book, we have certain things. Okay. So it's a different type of communication that they're talking about. The communication of getting the word out there, of letting people know that AA exists. See, we don't promote, we attract. What does that mean? That means that we need to be out there setting an example to other people so that they can follow that lead. I did the same thing. I found somebody who had what I wanted, and I went and I got it. That's what I did. And not only that, but could you imagine doing a 12-step call by text? And I've kind of done something. Yes, it is, Gary. Because of our kinship and suffering, and because of our common means of deliverance are effective for ourselves only when we constantly carry to others, our channels of contact have always been charged with the language of the heart. What does language of the heart mean? Pointing to my heart. When I come on here, I speak from my heart. I don't use other things. In fact, when I come on here, it is love. It is absolutely, it is. Yeah. It's not a communication with love. Okay. Sometimes that's going to be hard. Okay. No, that does not make it tough love. There's no such thing. That doesn't exist. I don't know. Just get rid of it. It doesn't exist. Love is unconditional. You cannot have tough love. There's no love in it. You may be doing what's right for the other person. There's not much love. I didn't feel any love when people used tough love on me. I just felt discounted. Okay. Tough love never did me any good. It did not change my attitude. It never changed anything. I'll tell you what it did. It made me revolt more. Tell an alcoholic he can't have what he has. Right? Right? See, I grew up raising kids. So when my mom got sober and wanted to take it back over, I was pissed. Want to know why? Because there was no thank you. There was no recognition. So I got mad. When they asked me when I got mad, I told them why. They put me away. So you could imagine that I was probably a little shy on sharing my true feelings. And I wouldn't share my true feelings for a long time. Nope. Because my true feelings got me put away. I want to be put away for the rest of my life. Scary stuff, huh? So when it comes to PTSD, when it comes to all these other things, really, what is it that we're getting to? What are we doing? Okay, we got to get out there and communicate. We've got to get back into the schools. Okay, I'll tell you why most people don't do it. I'll tell you why, exactly why. There's no money in it. Okay, I said to somebody earlier, I said, I am suspect of anybody that works in the recovery field that has a lot of money. I'm suspect of that person. Because this field you don't make money. You're not going to become rich in this field. So when I see other people, paying off their houses in a rich neighborhood to do what I do, I'm a little suspect. Okay? Prevention isn't just about drugs and alcohol. You want to know why I did a lot of what I did? Because I was bullied. That's why. And I'm going to tell you something. I want to kill every single one of them. I want them all dead. I'm going to repeat that. I wanted them dead. Thank God I didn't have a gun. I wouldn't have used it. I don't have it in me. But don't think I didn't dream of it. Scary, huh? It's going to be hard to have the conversation with your children, but do it. Just start having hard conversation. Watch what happens. Stop utilizing texting and other things as a form of communication. Realize that it's just a convenience. Okay. It is. One day you're going to have to pick up the 1,000-pound phone and use it. Depression it's hard to do it. It's hard to do. Maybe not for the person texting who's going through it, but the person that's trying to help you. Yeah. Okay. So let's try and get back to that. I'm not saying don't text or other things, but come on. Come on. Are you going to text your mother Happy Mother's Day, or are you going to call her? So, when was the last somebody called you? When was the last time somebody called you and said, "How are you?" Said call. I get texts all the time. How you doing? It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. All right. That's going to be it for today. I have some floors to clean. And I don't wanna. So when we're out there doing what we do, let's do it. Let's do it with love. Let's do it with love. Please, please do it with love. You're welcome. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all my beautiful, beautiful female guests. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Peace out. And